Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This time I am experimenting with a combination of a landscape and flowers, calling it a floral landscape painting. As usual with some easy to follow instructions, so stay with me till the end for the full demo. This is the initial line work which you may copy by pausing the video. To start with, as usual, I am wetting the sky area with a water loaded brush. Leaving the sun area as a blank paper white, I am now slowly introducing the sky colors into the wet surface. For the sky, I am using lemon yellow, orange and ultramarine blue. This is the wet in wet technique where we merge the colors into each other onto the wet surface. You may check the link in the description for videos on more such watercolor techniques. For the clouds this time I am using the lifting off technique where we use a slightly damp brush to lift off some of the already painted surface. For the rear mountains I am using raw umber, ultramarine blue and Prussian blue. Here onwards we'll have to take care of the light source, which is the sun itself in this case, so that surfaces facing the sun will be in light values and those against the sun will be in dark values. Also note that the rearmost mountains will be in lighter values, whereas the ones in the front will be in slightly darker ones. When I say light and dark values, it simply means you need to have control over the proportion of water and pigment. For lighter values, you have to have more water content than the pigment, whereas for darker ones, you will need to add more pigment to water. I'm sorry I lost some of the footage covering the middle ground, although it was simply a combination of raw sienna and burnt sienna. For the foreground, which is simply the shadows mainly under the flowers, for that I have used raw umber, ultramarine blue, Prussian blue and black. For the orange flowers I have used orange, burnt sienna and raw umber. When I mention all these colors, it does not mean I mix them all at once, but just that I pick up one color or the other from my color palette from time to time for that particular area. This is also in addition to the type of pigment that you're using, whether warm or cool. Warmer pigments will give you lighter values and cooler pigments will give you darker values. Sometime very soon I would like to include a live demonstration so that I can show the palette and the color mixing fully. For the yellow flowers I used gamboge, raw sienna, burnt sienna and raw umber. Once we are done with the initial layers, we start adding more and more details in subsequent layers by adding more values wherever required as per the light direction. The left side flowers are painted the same as the right side flowers. For the white flowers I am using ultramarine blue and raw umber. For the pollens I am using gamboge, raw sienna, raw umber and a little bit of crimson red at the center. Let's continue adding the darker values as per the light source until we get the desired result. For the leaves I am using ultramarine blue and raw umber. Let's continue adding the darker values as per the light source until we get the desired result. Adding contrasting values to the main focal elements make them pop out and make them look more prominent. And also it provides a sense of depth to the painting. And so in this manner, let us proceed to add more and more details in the subsequent layers. I'm adding some distant trees at this stage in burnt sienna, raw sienna and Prussian blue. Add some more leaves here and there with the same colors as before. Here you can see I have used the negative painting technique to bring out some of the leaves. The branches are painted in raw umber, Prussian blue and a little bit of black. And now I am adding some random tree leaves in burnt sienna, raw umber and Prussian blue. Since these are sort of in the foreground, they will have to be slightly larger than how we would show for any background trees. Let's add a few finishing touches here and there, and that's it, our painting is done. I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notifications for future videos. Do like the video, leave your comments and share it with your friends. To watch more such videos, you can click on the end screens displayed here. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.